Go. Go, baby. Go, baby. I think I'm live. Hello, hello, hello. And thanks for coming, everybody. Now, it says maybe not live, but who knows? Nobody's talking to you, Hershey. So, Maria Graham, you were first. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have so much to tell you guys. Since last week. Maria Graham says, hit that like button. Tigsy, thank you for coming and welcome in. Welcome in. No, Hershey. No, no, no. Get down. Get down. He wants to come up. He knows I'm live. He actually knows the alarm that I set on my phone for when I'm going live. Happy birthday to me. Yes, Maria Graham. This is what 76 looks like. I almost lied and said 75. 75 is dead and stankin', hunty. Hershey, you are bugging me. You on my sore leg. So he just wants to say hi. He just wants to say hi, good boy. And he just heard me trying to chat with my sister Joanne. Okay, you guys, for those of you who are in early, let's do something. Let's do something. Well, nope, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till more people come in. And I'm going to go in myself and give myself a thumb up because it's a celebration. Women who know this secret never get raw bulges again. What the what? What in the world, hunty? Uh, no matter how hard you try to get ready, the devil's always busy, right? I've got my do not disturb sign on. Somehow the volume creeped up on my phone, and that's what I was trying to use to. Here we go. Here we go, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Boy, I've had a busy day. I was shopping. No, not for stuff, for food. I will tell you guys something. One second. And I went to the post office. What happened was I'm looking at something. It says 1559 here. It should say 1600. That's what it should say. Oh, there we are. Juanita Campbell. Greetings and happy birthday. The restream is definitely lagging. Definitely lagging. Okay, Teagsy is talking to Dolores. Welcome in, Dolores. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ruby Spot is saying hello. Hello, hello, hello. And I'm going up to see what I missed so far. Teagsy is saying happy birthday, GQUAT. It's so what we are celebrating today is Auntie Ellen, Auntie Nana, Grandma, whoever, my 76th birthday and my second year on YouTube live. I started going live on November 11th with Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. And what happened was her Wi-Fi went out. This is my first time ever going live. I tried to make it. Yesterday was my actual birthday, November 13th, and I had a busy day. I had so many phone calls, family chats, messages. My daughter's probably still, excuse me, annoyed. She kept trying to get in touch with me, and I missed her calls. Today she was driving and I will try to catch up with her later. Then the Facebook side, I on the Facebook side, I had like 255 messages and people that responded to my birthday over there. So I was trying to answer them individually. Then I finally stopped. Okay, so every time I do this, something happens, but I'm going to try to go down on the chat on Restream. I don't know. It's really behind. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. Donzel Cooper, thank you for coming. Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Mona did what? Hey, Mona. Mona did what? I'm going to be catching you guys during the day when I'm over here trying to sew by myself and quilt and do some stuff because it's just nice to know somebody in the world that cares about that. Hello, Sissy, and to all in the chat, says Joanne Stevens. Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Uh-oh. What happened? Okay, hold on, you guys, because I don't know what happened. Oh, there. I did that before. When I, excuse me, when I try to find the chat, somehow it just blinks me off. But maybe I'll just look at it on my phone. Auntie Joanne is saying, "Hi, Mr. Hershey." You guys, excuse me, those of you who are new, my biological sister is Joanne Stevens, and Hershey and I are usually in Arizona for my birthday and Thanksgiving, and up until like the middle of December, and then I come back to Connecticut in time for Christmas. But I stayed in Connecticut this year so that I could spend my birthday and Thanksgiving and Christmas with my mom, Mother Tigsy. Thank you. I don't have my money music because I bought the free version. Ba-doom-da-doom. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, versary. Do you guys remember that song? Any of you? Well, anyway, I can't sing. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. She says, "Happy birthday. You're one of God's greatest gift to us." That touches my heart. Many blessings. You know what? I want to ask you, unbiased. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Jane Doe says, "Awesome." Fifi's Urban Homestead and Lifestyle. I see you getting your citrus in. Excuse me. I happen to know for a fact that Fifi's Urban Pantry, and what am I pantry? Child, the mind can make the mouth say anything, can it? After one gets a certain age. And I reserve that when you guys are 76, you can say gibberish words and it's all good. But Fifi lives in 6B and she has citrus. So she's bringing them in the house. And I have a new friend who has a garage that saw my garden and volunteered to overwinter my peppers for me. I have some prolific peppers, even though Connecticut has been in a severe drought all summer. In fact, I wanted to show you guys one of the results of the drought. I want to thank each and every one of you. The reason I'm still here after 2 years is because of those of you in the bushes, the moderators. I wouldn't have a channel without you. You watch my back, you teach me things, and I try to learn some on my own. I'm probably, except for Granny Karma, I think I'm one of the elderest people on YouTube that goes live. And I actually try to not only create my own content, but I try to learn how to use all these programs, and they are kicking my natural behind. Do you hear me? You crafty Leo, thank you. Welcome in. I'm looking to see what I missed. Oh, in the unheated garage. Well, if it gets bad enough, you can put, no, I don't know about putting a propane heater in anything. Everything is just going crazy, you guys. There are wildfires burning in New York, in New Jersey. Hershey, he's just sitting there looking at the door. He thinks I'm talking to somebody. I don't know. I'm scared to touch the screen over there, but I'm so glad you all are here. And I just want to say we will have a giveaway later on in the chat. And what will be given away is dun, 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 dun. I should have gotten a pointer, at least a chopstick, but instead I will move my big head. So, second prize will be this mug rug. And on the mug rug, I had cut these blocks out to put in a quilt. And excuse me, it was going to be for one of my aunts. And then I said, I'll put a block in there and I'll save these. And as different things come up, I will make mug rugs out of them. So this is a big mug rug. You could put a teapot on it in your cup, a cold cup, a warm cup. And so that's what this is. And this is first prize. And it's a double sided. Hope my chin is looking good under there, y'all. This is a double-sided, just a little something something, a double-sided table runner, or you can use it for canning to put your hot jars on, whatever, whatever, whatever. So, thank you for watching the ads because by watching the ads, I might actually get enough money to pay for the postage. I went in the post office today because I have a little mail haul, excuse me, that I want to share with you guys. And a medium sized box, I don't know whether it's just for Christmas. So, those of you who are mailing things, mail them as close to now as possible. So, that's what I usually try to do for my birth anniversary. In the upcoming weeks, I will have some seeds to give away, some butternut squash, some mullein. You hear me like here and there. That's my bronchitis. I'm not sick or anything, but it helps clear up the congestion. I have a lot of seeds thanks to Mr. Arthur Bammett. So, Wellness with Frugal Mama, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. I might be saying it wrong. Psalm 146. Every time I see a sunflower, I think of you, ma'am. Oh, you use a heat lamp if it's terrible freezing. Yes. I do you use the red heat lamp or the white one? Well, back in the days when I had chickens, small chickens in the brooder, I used to use the the red light, and put it kind of low. Okay, so you like mug rugs, Sam? Guess what? Guess what, Sam? And here's a sunflower on. Oops, nope, you can't see it. Let me put it up. There, this is tiny, you guys. I see for you, but there is a sunflower up there, and cherries, and some other thing. But I like where it says friends and family and home and love. Why? Because I always say to you guys, good friends become family, and family is everything. So let me go down to the bottom of the chat. Yes, the red one. You borrow the chicken. Oh, you borrow the ones from the chickens. Okay. Frugal Mama, if I didn't say hello, hello to everyone in the chat. And I want to get started because, well, I have a mail haul, but I like to do what the GQUAT stands for, which is gardening, cooking from scratch. I am a very healthy cook, you guys. My issue is portion control. I love when I go to Auntie Joanne's house, Auntie Joanne Stevens, because I cook. I cook every day. We grew up and you cook from scratch every single day. We sat at the table and we ate dinner. Hershey, don't come over here because I said Auntie Joanne Stevens. Because oh yes, and Mr. Hershey goes with me, and Auntie Joanne walks him every day. But as I was saying, I make all the food, and Auntie Joanne fixes the plates. She takes those cute little pictures of everything. She arranges it nicely like a food, what do you call it? A food artist, and it's just so beautiful. We say grace. Uncle Roscoe says grace. He's the head of the family out there, and he says grace. I've cooked. I'm like sitting down, like butter my bread and everything, or my cornbread, and then by the time Auntie Joanne sits down with her pretty little plate, Uncle Roscoe and I are halfway through, like asking her for seconds and whatnot. Whatnot. Hershey, like where Auntie Joanne is. Yes, frugal mama. Oh, and he's got his sweater on because I have my AC on here in Connecticut because I just need it on. It's a long story, but I don't have the best ventilation here in this handicap apartment, so I feel like I need some fresh air all the time. So I keep mine on 24/7, 365. I do turn it off when I'm gone for a month. Right, Hershey? He's sitting right here. No, no, nobody's calling you. So let's get to the G. No, let's do something else first because there's a $5 challenge, y'all. I don't know what the details are, but you can Google it. And no, Hershey down. And this, I had to fold it up so I wouldn't spend it, birthday spending. And I'm going to put my $5 in my envelope today. It's a Christmas envelope, but it's not for Christmas. It's just for this challenge. And there will be weeks that I put more in, but this ain't one of them. The last three have not been one of them. One of them. There is a channel on Facebook, a page where the ladies wear pearls on their birthday. So I wore pearls for my birthday. I didn't post it. Maybe I'll take a selfie after this. I don't really know how to do selfies. So I put on my pearl earrings, my pearl ring. I put on all these pearls to celebrate you all. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And, sometimes when I don't feel like being productive or doing something, I remember that I promised you guys something or I'm working on a project. And that gives me the stimulus to go a little farther, a little higher and just try a little better. So let's go to the G in GQUAT gardening. Did I do any gardening? Well, sort of, kind of, and no. But I'll put this on my lap. It's actually heavy. When I went to the store today, I actually went because Friday when the I went to two stores. I went to Stop and Shop here in Connecticut, and I went to Walmart, and the shelves were bare. There was no sugar. I wanted specifically cane sugar. Domino is my favorite. There was none, not even one bag. And the blue bags at Wally World are actually beet sugar, and I'll just leave it at that. So there was no cornmeal. I wanted to stock up for cornbread and stuffing. There wasn't any. Of course, I have a stash, but I went back today and there wasn't anything. So I went to the farmer's market and I got the small head of cabbage, four purple top turnips, a couple of big carrots. You can still see the maybe see the roots on them. See that? They're really fresh. They're a little bit big, but these are the ones that the local farmers can't find. I mean, can't sell to the stores because nobody wants those big goofy things. And a couple of apples. So Connecticut usually has great apples. There's a farm not too far from me in a place called Guilford, Connecticut. And we go, we actually have bus rides from my building to go over to the farm, and you can pick apples or they have baked products, things that you can get. But because of the drought this year, the apples are tiny. Look at this little tiny thing. I usually buy them this year to make my apple cider vinegar and my sometimes my flavoring for my kombucha. I've been making that stuff for well over 50 years. I bought my first house of my own in 1973. This is 2024. So that's like 51 years. I've been on my own, and before that, because I got married early when I was 19 and I left home, did my own little, what do you call it, housekeeping. I was homesteading later on, But these apples are small, but they're fresh and they're organic. So, go into the G in gardening. This is part of my mail package, my mail haul. You guys, just gift it. Thank you for coming. You are so funny. I bring it every day. You and Crafty Leo are hysterical. I'm in the bed, no glasses on, watching you on TV, and about to fall off the bed. About to fall off the bed. So, what is this? I was begging for this, and it's on life support, I know, but I just got the package out the mail today, and it will come back. I took the really, really bad leaf off of it. It's comfrey, and it's already rooted. I really, really need some comfrey for my skin. I need to make some salve, and my skin is really itchy. It's always dry. I have a vaporizer in my room that puts out a gallon of water a day, and they say to use distilled water. No, I use my Brita filter, and but I do use a gallon of water in there a day, and I still feel dry. I still feel dehydrated. So let's finish the gardening, or the part that involves plants. And this is some free food because I cook from scratch. I always buy the celery that has the little bottom on it, and I soak it for a few days in the house before I put it outside. Yankee's sister has some celery in her garden that has been out there for 3 years. So I'm in a microclimate. I'm a little bit warmer than her. She's actually in 6A. I'm in 6B. And so I do this and put it out. I've got several pieces of celery out there in separate pots because it can get thick. And I mostly use the tops. I just use the tops and a little bit of the stem. And the stems that I use are much thinner, and they're not this watery color. They're like dark green, and I bring them in and I use them in my soups. And of course, I didn't grow this. This is a birthday flower from one of my friends dropped off. And I think it's just really cute. And it's a perennial, so I will try to keep it alive forever and ever and ever. So I just have to decide after the holidays if I'm going to put it outside. I have to Google if it will live outside in Connecticut. I know that it will live inside in Connecticut because my mother has had some year round. So now let's go to the mail hall because there's gardening stuff in there as well. But let me check the chat first. Oh, Mike's is beautiful. By the way, you guys, if anybody would like to support the channel and help with expenses, I only use the money that comes in. I only use that for the channel, for content, creating content. And I try to bring something different every day, and or for postage or fees. I try not to, I'm not paying $40 a month for a streaming option. That is dead and stinking. Ain't gonna happen. So I just want you to know, Mother, if you're in the bushes, hello, we love you. I'll call you after the live stream. She told me yesterday, I tried to call you several times. I know, Mom. I was running around, having lunch, doing things, just being busy. Fifi, those are Fuji apples. The tiniest Fuji apples you ever saw. They're usually twice that size. And I'm going to visit with you guys today. And hello to everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm looking to see. I hope not. I even have on my Dollar Tree glasses instead of my good ones, my fancy ones. Why? Because the whole thing is magnified in here. These are like readers, gentle readers. I don't need glasses for just walking around doing things. I do need them for reading. And I want to read some stuff to you. So this is a happy little birthday card. And it says, wishing you the happiest. Oh, that's funny. The happiest is spelled wrong. It says a happy IES of birthdays and a fantastic year ahead. Happy birthday from Enjoy this special day. And this is from a business associate business that I work with. And I thought it was nice of them to send a card. Okay, so now I have a card from CC's Texas Gardening, and I begged her. Barb Brownlee, thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. G Mama Grows, Hard in the Garden. By the way, you guys, to share your channel, content creators, put the exclamation mark GQUAT and it will drop your link. It won't drop them all at a time, it'll space them in between, and you guys can share. Francesca, thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for wishing me many more years of health, fun, and laughter. And that's just what I plan to do with you guys. With you guys. So this card says happy birthday. It's very pretty. And you see I've got it turned around so that mirroring thing and stuff, thanks to advice from a consultant. And inside it says, thinking of you on your birthday and wishing you all the best. Enjoy the seeds. This is from Cece's Gardening. Guess what? She didn't tell me what kind of seeds they were, and I forgot what seeds I begged her out of. So, Mike's Chaotic Gardening has announced that the WIG Grow Off starts December 1st. So, don't start sneaking some seeds on the side so yours will be ahead, then dropping them in public. No double dipping, no sneakiness, y'all. And stop Hershey. Excuse me. So, maybe I'll just put these in as mystery seeds. How about that? Excuse me 1 minute, you guys. Mr. Hershey is trained. Even my camera says it heard a sound. He only barks if someone is there. So yeah, no cheats, no cheats. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus. But clearly, I don't even enter some of the contests because stuff just happens. Stuff happens, and the people that do it know who they are, and it just is what it is. I feel that 10 was talking yesterday, and Yankee's sister, your word is your bond. Integrity is everything. And, you can never trust a liar or a cheat. And you can only lie once. Nobody ever trusts you completely after that. They can forgive you and you move on, but nobody will ever trust you after this. This is such a pretty card. It says birthday wishes just for you. Oh, look at the beautiful flowers. They look like zinnias to me. And this one is from Maria Graham. Maria Graham, I did read it. I did read it. And thank you. Hugs and kisses back. I appreciate you. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys. Oh, this is so much fun. This is so much fun. So, I got this big package. And this is from Almost Homesteading with Janet. Deborah Carrot, thank you for coming. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, that is a pretty card with the flowers. That's fun. This thing is full. I'm gonna sit back because maybe I'll be able to there's something I might put on my lap to show you guys. My eyes are watering. The I have glaucoma, and you know how you guys have the ring lights? I'm not actually able to use the ring lights, but the lights are brighter than I usually do, and the bright lights make my eyes water. So let's see what's in here. I'm gonna leave that. Nope, I'm not showing her address, but I'm gonna show that next. She also sent seeds, a bunch of seeds. I'm just gonna put this down here for you guys. So, because I don't want to drop anything on the floor, I'm famous for that. I drop something every week. So I'm going to put this last and turn it over. So she sent me a whole bag of seeds, and they are as follows. You guys hold your questions for a minute. I'm not looking at the chat. So these are oregano, of course, one of the greatest of all medicinal herbs. I have a pretty nice herb garden. My herb garden is perennial, and I have a community garden, and most of the garden is in shade, which is really great for a lot of herbs. Ginger loves it out there. Garlic loves it. I have 55 cloves of garlic. Now, speaking of mystery seeds, does anybody know what these are? There's no name on the bag. I think I'm going to have a lot of mystery seeds in WIG Grow Off. They're black and they're pretty good size, like maybe a 1/4 inch. And these are mammoth basil, maybe. I can't really see what it says, but I will get a magnifying glass and put them in. She has a couple things that are really, really exciting that I've never received in the mail before. This one is peppermint. I'm glad because somebody pulled up most of my peppermint. I didn't mind sharing. I cut it all the way down and shared it with people. But I have one little piece out there. Yankee's sister had given me a bunch of other kinds of peppermint. So, and I have some spearmint out there. This one is holy basil. I didn't have any holy basil, so I have quite a lot of those seeds. Thank you for letting me do the show and tell. And does anybody know what these seeds are? She gave me a ransom of them. I don't know what they are. If they're the mullein that's taken apart or what. Unbiased LLC. I've been watching you in my bushes and trying to get caught up. So I'm gonna put those over there because she also sent me, she makes different salves and ointments that she sells. Wow, I got a lot of seeds. Yeah. Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. Thank you. Kay Renee's Garden. Thank you for coming. And welcome, 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 Mrs. D's Garden. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If I did miss anybody, charge it to my vision, not to my heart. Did I say hello, Barb Brownlee? If I didn't, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so what I want to show you are these ointments and some of the herbs she sent me. That's what I was planning to do. I make my own salves and compounds and tinctures and this and that. I was talking to my 89-year-old aunt last night late because she got my number in North Carolina that I used to have mixed up with this one, and she had been calling me and couldn't reach me. Sometimes she's funny. She sends me a message on Facebook. Penny, I'm trying to call you. So this is a peppermint lip balm for these dried up chappy lips. This one is yarrow and lavender dry skin cream. If any of you want to buy these things, I don't know if she sells them on like or mails them out. It's so you didn't miss my birthday. I was celebrating it today, Crafty Leo. I saved it for you guys. I usually celebrate for a month. I usually celebrate for a month. So this is lemon balm, skin balm. Oh yeah, she sent me some lemon balm seeds too. Lemon balm here in Connecticut in my garden dies out. So I needed some new lemon balm seeds and it grows really thick. You can cut it down like a couple times a year. And this one is peppermint and arnica pain cream. Lord knows I need that. Lord knows I need that. So she sent me all these. Thank you. Almost homesteading with Janet. And she's very busy. Her and her husband, James, they bought a new homestead and they're fixing it up. That's okay. I make so many typos. I don't even try to I don't even try to type at night without my glasses. And then sometimes I type anyway and it's like who in the H double rails put that in? It looks like hieroglyphics or something. Now this is the best part. Mother, Mike's Chaotic Gardening and Maria Graham are saying hello. Well, I needed a lot of space to show you this one. Some time ago, I was saying that I make bags out of anything, and I wanted some feed sack bags. So she doesn't even have any chickens now. But look at these bags that she sent me. Wait, you didn't miss it. Help you, Lord. Happy birthday, Auntie Ellen. Yep, today I'm celebrating. It's actually my Uncle Jake's birthday up in heaven. Hope he got there because Uncle Jake sure was a devil in his later life. I have to tell you about my Uncle Jake. He was 2 years older than my dad. They were both born in Huntington, West Virginia, where the rest of Grandma and Grandpa's kids were born in North Carolina. And the reason is because Grandpa worked on the railroad. So he used to travel up and down that line from like Charlotte down in that part of North Carolina up to Huntington, West Virginia. And he could sing. I asked one of his youngest sons if he ever heard his father sing. He said no, because Uncle Jake, the devil had gotten into Uncle Jake when he got older. He used to have one of those canes with an opening in it. You could unscrew the head of it and put contents down in it. Let's just say he might or might not have allegedly had a substance in there in his old age that was a controlled substance. You can do it now, but then he took up cussing. Every other word was a cuss word. Oh, that was my Uncle Jake. But he never put us in trouble. He was my favorite uncle. No matter what we did, he never told on us, never tried to spank us, never did anything. So this is a layer feedback. It's pretty long. This is going to make a very nice bag. Let's see. Oh, wow. It holds 50 pounds of feed. That means that it will hold 50 pounds when the bag is completed. And she sent 2 bags. So I'm going to make one for me and one for her. And I will do it live for you guys. Live for you guys. So, what else have I been working on this week? What else have I been working on? Well, I hate to iron. I hate to iron. Those of you unbiased and those of you in my camp. But I did iron this fabric because my my one biological granddaughter doesn't have a neck bone pillow, and I will make her one for Christmas. I guess you guys can see this. This is a stack about 2 feet high of neck bone pillows that are going out for Christmas. for Christmas. And this I want to show you, though, because you guys still have so much time to make things. This is a panel that I bought. That's the back of it. I was just going to see. It's so pretty. Stop, Hershey. It's a Christmas panel that I have had for about 14, 15 years. And Maria Graham, thank you for the super chat. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dancing for money, dancing for dollars, dancing. I will have some my music back by the first of the year, but I'm determined not to give any more money to a streaming service until at least the first of the year, because I want to spend it on my subscribers, what I have in my budget. And I live on a budget, on a fixed income, like everybody does after they retire, no matter what that income was. And then for the backing for my little Christmas thing, I had this fabric. I don't know if you can see it. And it has trees on the back. They're not, yeah, they are Christmas trees. And one thing I want to show you, I want to have a tidbit out. I try to have something for everybody. And this, I don't know how many of you quilters have seen. Hershey, knock it off. Come. He's just over there basing. This is batting, and it's black. So since these colors in this piece are dark, I'm going to put this black batting. I think I only bought about 10 yards of it ever. And when you're putting the needle holes in it, because I'm going to do it on my domestic machine. So when you hold it up to the light, I don't want to see a lot of little white prick holes in there. And I will use a gold thread and do some stitching near the ditches or some of the lines. But I didn't know if all of you know that there is cotton batting. I'm sorry, black cotton batting. So, Frugal Mama, thank you. A slice of pink birthday cake with purple icing and a candle. Thank you. I will be going to Mom's house on Sunday, and that's when we're having the family birthday because everybody works during the week. 755 Media. That's a beautiful Christmas panel. Thank you. Drops. What is retired? You never quit working on something. Exactly. Exactly. Didn't ain't nobody say they ain't working over her now. I'm just not working for what's say working for the man every night and day. No, not doing that. Not doing that. Although I dance for dollars and you pay me, you got work. I wanted to show you guys something else, another little tidbit for those of you who are fiber artists or create things that you sew. Number one is, like I always say, every quilt has to have a birth certificate. It should. And I had a little template that I'd written out years ago and I kept with my labels. Oh, remember the denim quilt that I made for my mother? A king size denim quilt that so many of you donated jeans for, collected jeans for, including my beloved granddaughter. So her quilt doesn't, it has a denim label, custom made by Unbiased LLC, and it says original by Penny Panky. Penny is my family name, my nickname. But I had this little label that I got a long time ago, and it says to Mom, made with love by your daughter, Pen Pen. And I'd always save this for one of the quilts that I plan to give her in the future. Mom is 93, and she's got a whole new set of king size quilts coming. Can you borrow one of the chickens? The red ones. Oh, you guys are funny. So the birth certificate, this is what should be on it, on your label. So this is what I will put by hand on that little square on the back of mommy's quilt when I see her on Sunday. And I will hand sew it. The quilt name, I don't know if I made up a name. I think I did. By Ellen Pankey. It already has it on that part on the front. It says original by Penny Pankey. The size, that quilt is 112 inches wide by 96 inches long. How do I know? Because I had to pay for it every inch, every inch. And the date that I finished it, and it says Warrenton, North Carolina. Why? Because that's where I lived before on the homestead. We had a family homestead there, and that's where I had this little thing. And this was a label, an extra label that I did on my embroidery machine on Bias LLC. And this is actually a North Carolina up here, South Carolina down there. And on my ID, my official ID that I used to wear to the club meetings, I had a little purple X to show where I lived in the state. But this is what I want to tell you about dancing for dollars, because this was my price list when I lived in North Carolina and I had my studio and I used to sell things. Do you see this? A small, I called it an island bag. That was really a hobo bag. A small one was $125. A large one, $175. You have to get paid for your work. Most of you who are still working make $25 an hour. You can't ask people to work for you for free. I give a generous discount to subscribers and people on the channel when they get things from me. This was some of the other quilted bags, $75 for a bag made with the free pre-made fabric. It's double quilted. Why? Because that fabric is $25 a yard. $85 with the custom embroidery. Like, this is just a little bag I keep some of my stuff in. This is stuff for my embroidery machine. Yes, I have a single head sewing machine. It happens to be a baby lock, but baby lock is completely interchangeable with brother, with the brother machine. And yeah, the duffel bag, I have duffel bags that were $95, $125 with custom embroidery and bottom support. And I don't know why I have. Oh, but the thing of that is, yes, I charge $125. The Vera Bradley is a well-known designer of bags that are quilted, and her bags are easily $200 and $300. So I didn't charge that. As a matter of fact, hey Tori's brain, thank you for coming and welcome. Can't stop. I see you on your 24th, going on your 25th day of your keto diet. I see you guys. And oh, speaking of Mona did what? I watched you and Awkward Quilter Sunday. I talked about going back there. So, what else was I working on? I wanted to show you guys this today. Oh, a big deal. A big deal. Hold on, you guys. Because I'm working on a legacy quilt. What is a legacy quilt? Well, anybody's legacy is something that you leave behind. I have been quilting almost all day, every day, or several days a week for the last 25 years. I had a studio in North Carolina. I have shown a picture of my studio and some of my 35 machines that I had at that time. And I always put I do the math when I'm making quilts. So I have one projected from somebody. I haven't gotten the deposit for it, but it was a memory quilt. This block was over there, and I was putting how many blocks across, how many down, just in my head, what I'm going to do. So going back to the legacy quilt, I have bits and pieces of quilts. I belong to three different guilds in North Carolina, and we gave quilts to breast cancer, to orphan children. I knitted caps for the NICU units for the nurseries. I still do. We gave quilts to, we would pick four charities a year, but my favorite charity that I give to is Quilts of Valor. And Memorial Day was just this week. I want to thank each of you who have been in the military and all of the families, because freedom is not free. Freedom is not free. And I have a quilt with an American, it's made like an American flag, and it's pretty intricate. It was, well, those of you who don't quilt don't wouldn't understand the name of the pattern. It was a little twister where you sew blocks together, then you take this special little ruler and you put it down, cut all the blocks back out again, twist them around, sew them together, and you use every block is a different color. You had no ideas they were perennial. They unalive themselves. No, they're not. They're not annuals. In fact, on my property in North Carolina, they they grew into trees. They grew into trees out there. They're tiny. You picked some 2 weeks ago at the farm, and they're huge. Yes, these are tiny. I plan to keep them until they get big. Gee, I'm reading thing. So going back to the legacy quilt, Mona did what? Says, I go and tell all these stories. What a tangled web I weave. But I get back to what I was talking about. So this quilt that I'm making now, I have put bits and pieces of, I don't even know how many quilts I've made over the last 25 years. One year, I know you can't see my face, but I wanted you to see these blocks when I turn them around. One year, I personally donated over 121 quilt tops because I was part of a long arm group. The others would quilt it, put the batting in for me. But the part I love is designing it. So I had a box that I put like some of the strips in when I straightened up fabric and everything. So this is, I have 16 of 20 blocks. Let me move this one out of the way so you can see it. This is why I like to wear black tops, so that I can use myself as a design wall. I can't get away from you. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Francesca. I think maybe I said that because when it pops up on Restream, it's like 5 minutes after it does on my phone, which I just covered up with something and don't know where it is. And that, oh, there it is. And there I was reading the chat. So this is block 16 of 20. And you notice all the different fabrics in there. All the different fabrics. And they're different sizes. They are different lengths. But I'm going to put them all together. I'm waiting until all 30 of them are done. This block is 12 and a half inches wide, which means it will finish at 12 inches because it's a 1/4 inch seam. So this quilt will be like a nap quilt. It'll be 5 blocks across. So 5 times 12 is how much, you guys? It, who knows what 5 times 12 is? 5 times 12, you guys. I will wait. Tori's brain can probably figure out. No using a calculator. Do your times table. So this is 1 block. That's 16 of 30. This is 17 of 30. And these are 4 different blocks sewn on a diagonal and sewn together later on. And this is 17 of 30. Greenland Katie Quilter Uh-oh, I have more than. Oh, I think I might have shown you the others. So this is 18, no, 19 of 30. You see how each of the blocks is differente, muy diferente. This block even has some K facet fabrics, some of my African fabrics. So this is a bunch of fabrics that were collected over 30 years. And this one is 20 of 20. So I tried to make each one colorful. And just because I pulled two extra ones out, so we're going backwards. This is one of the older blocks. This would have been, because I put them in sets, so I told you 16. So this would have been block 15 of 30. You see how different they are? This will actually be an art quilt. And this would have been 15 of 30. You see that block that's like the block that we're going to give away for the mug rug? I put a strip of that fabric in. Mike, the peppers, the children's, the little boys' toys. I have a great great grandson, so I like sticking that in. Uh-oh. Psalm 146. Guess what I just spied in here? I'm looking upside down. Psalm 146. Look, some sunflower fabric. So each one of those blocks takes at least for me, because I put it in, I press them, I trim them, then I sew them together. And I have a 6.5 inch template ruler. I square it up and use it. So now let's see. ¿Qué hora es? In Espanol, that means what time is it? So let's do a giveaway. What is 60? I don't know what she was telling me. I haven't quilted in years. Joanne Stevens, I know, right? So that would make a fun purse. Yes, it would, except that I'm committed to making this into a quilt that I can put in that actually I'm going to put in the county fair in Connecticut next year. I have several. Big Arusta. I was talking about you. Oh, and mommy is so funny. I'm not going to, I'm trying to think of how I could say it about all the patches in my mother's quilt, because she was live in the audience when when they were talking about don't put Big Rooster's pants in mommy's quilt. So mommy said she was in your pants. She had your pants, something like that. It was funny, hilarious. My mother is funny. Big Rooster, I saw you the other night bowling with your big bowling ball, your new one. Do you hand stitch? Yes, I do, Drops. As a matter of fact, my quilts, all of my show quilts, and the quilts that I give my family are generally the binding I hand sew in little 1/4 inch stitches. Maria Graham got a neck bone pillow from me, and she was talking about how tiny the stitches were that I used to hand sew it closed. So, you guys, let's get ready for a giveaway. But first, let me tell you the rules for the giveaway. Number one, you have to be, I used to have it printed out. I have to get all that stuff loaded up. I have it. I have it. But it's just not in a format that I can do it right now. So, number one, you have to be over 18. For me to ship it to you, you have to be in the lower 48 states. Number three, you can only win once. And number four, oh Lordy, I forgot what number four was. Hmm. What was number 4? I don't. Oh, I need, for one thing, I need you to email me tonight the address that you want me to mail it to. So people move around, people do things, and we're going to do something different. Oh, guess who else had a birthday yesterday? The exact same age as me, and it was King Charles of England, of the UK. Y'all, of the UK. And he and I were born on the same date and time. So I didn't celebrate my birthday yesterday because he got all the publicity, all the publicity. So God bless the king and long live the queen, Queen Auntie Nana Ellen. So okay, since I'm 76, I'm going to pick a number between. Okay, somebody put start in the chat, please. Somebody put start. So we are going for gift number 2, which is the mug rug. So gift number 2, and pick a number between 700 and 800. Did somebody put start in? Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Okay, Mike put start. So pick a number between 700 and 800. And I'll need the mods to help me figure. Okay. Psalm 146, you will not pass go. You will not get to first grade. The numbers between 700 and 800. All those who jumped in. Oh my gosh, stop, stop, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So, the first person I see, okay, push stop in the chat. Mullen seeds are very tiny and black. Oh, that's right, G Mama, because I have a ton of mullen seeds that Arthur Bammet sent me, and they're inside the little pots. So stop, everybody, and I will show you the number as soon as y'all stop misbehaving. And the first person I saw with it was, after the start, oh, Big Rooster. Thank you for the super chat. Big Rooster, I'll dance for you, dance for you, dance for you, dance for you. Big Rooster, I thought about you the other night because one of my cousins who lives in the Pittsburgh area and used to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers sent me a birthday shout out on Facebook. And he's still a big guy. And he's a very good looking, big guy. He's retired from football. But I'll send you a picture of him privately. So stop and let me go back to where Mike put and Nikki put start. Yes, Whoopi Goldberg had a birthday yesterday, Sissy, but she's much younger than us. She's Sonia's age. Whoopi is my daughter's age. I know that for a fact. Do you sell a product over 1,000? You have to file a 1099. Soon it will be $600. Excuse me, Hershey. Okay, you guys, let me show you what the number is so the mods can verify who was the first one that put 777. And I think it was Tigsy. So Tigsy, I will use your money to, if you were the first one, I will use the money to send your gift to you. 65 Miracle. Hi, big sis. Oh, hi. I know who you are. I didn't know your screen name. That's somebody that I met near where I live. And Miracle, 65 Miracle, welcome. I know she's been in the chat before, but thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Why? Because good friends become family and family is everything. In fact, when I was going to have a table at that fair that never did what they were supposed to do, she offered to help me at the table. You celebrate your birthday for a month, you didn't make it past your birthday. I usually do too. I usually celebrate for a month at Auntie Joanne's house. The cost for fabric is crazy. The cost for that one panel over there was prohibitive. Sure, he wasn't a Navy SEAL guy. I don't know who was a Navy SEAL. What, I missed something. I missed, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Hershey, stop. I have I have two nephews who are active military right now, and my son My son is 53, but he still does the Navy SEAL workout and training. He can swim 5 miles, probably backwards in the dark underwater. He can swim 5 miles. He can run 5, 10 miles. He has a black belt in capoeira. He has, he can box a little too. And he is so fit. He is so fit. I'm going to make a t-shirt for him when I get around to it. I don't know whether I'm going to embroider it or do it on the Cricut, and it's going to say I am the weapon. Yeah. If Mr. Hershey doesn't knock it off, 1 second, you guys. Can you guys hear me? Nancy, our treasured home. Oh, but yes, it's my birthday. So going back to the winner. Oh, Big Rooster, it popped up. Thank you. Drop said he went almost passed out when he went to the festival to sell the wife soap, and next to her were people we met online on Rumble, and she makes hand stitched quilts. Cost of material shocked me. Most of my materials are $20 and up because I like batiks and I like real African fabrics, and I buy them from the people who make them, not from the middleman. So, okay. Will you guys please help me verify? Let me go way near the bottom. Congratulations, Tigsy. Congratulations. They confirm Uncle Jake. Uncle Jake was so funny. Butter roll. Hey, thank you for coming and welcome. Gina versus Gina. Happy birthday, Auntie, to ya. Happy birthday to me. My daughter says, who sings happy birthday to herself? Her mother. That's a neat idea to use gold thread. I bought a big thing of gold thread. I like gold. I use gold thread a lot. I use it on my embroidery machine, but you can just use yellow thread and it appears gold when you put it on black fabric. As a matter of fact, I got some fabric out to show you guys because when I buy it, I try to get it on sale and dancing for dollars. Yes, dancing for dollars. Actually, Auntie can actually get that thing. I salsa, baracha. I can do almost any dance. I should be on Dancing with the Stars. Actually, actually. So, what I wanted to show you is this is Kona black, and it comes in different widths. I'm not. Nobody's paying me to say this. I like it because it's really thick. It's really heavy, and when I use it as a backing, when I send quilts to the long armor, you can see all the fancy. I don't have any of the long arm pieces out there. You can see the fancy stitches on the back. Drops retired 27 years ago and started working for himself. One should always have a side hustle. One should always have something they do for themselves. My dad worked as a maintenance man for about 40 years for a print company, the company that used to print National Geographic. And he had his own business during the day, his own painting and trucking business. And in addition to that, he had a gardening business. a gardening business where he used to do landscaping and gardens and stuff. So $1,200, and she had $750 in material. Drops. You can't make a quilt. Now that was probably a queen size quilt. A king size quilt, you cannot make it. And that did not include her time. And obviously, she wasn't charging very much for her time. GT Jr. grows in Alaska. Welcome. He's driving and listening. And I don't know how much they charge an hour, but I have to charge a minimum of at least 25 an hour. And that's nothing compared to what I made when I worked professionally as a management consultant. I don't do that anymore. I don't have that income anymore. And for those of you who have planned for your retirement, oh, Tigsy, don't forget to email me your mailing address. The mailing address is scrolling across the bottom in the chat. Your comments weren't signing in. You had to re-sign in. I don't know, but I saw some of yours before. I may not have been looking up, Francesca. It's like when you're live, I don't even think you ever see when I comment because I never hear you say it. I was on your live yesterday or the other day with you and Yankee's sister, but I didn't want to interrupt because we were talking about the Bible. But I don't know if you ever saw me in there when I came in and spoke. So it's not a matter of nobody can see you. It's the person has to look up and see it and find you in the chat. Hershey, stop. So let me see if I can drop a link in to see if anybody would like to come up. So invite up to 6 guests. I'm going to see if I can copy. Command C. And now let me see if I can put it here. Stop. I did it. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, stop, Hershey. Now, how do I get this off? So, let me see if anybody wants to come up. I did drop the link in the chat. Excuse me while I chastise my child. Francesca says she's not offended, but that's okay. I just want you to know that I don't ignore anybody. The chat goes fast. Yes, and when I try to slow it down so that I can see it, you know, you can't make everybody happy. And when I slow it down, people get annoyed because I also have, pop goes the weasel. Oh, I see somebody. Now, let me see how I can bring you up. Okay. Look who's here, y'all. Look at Auntie
What's
just
up?
learning stuff.
Hey there, Auntie Evelyn. How
So
you doing?
there's GT Jr. grows in Alaska. And there's my little sister, Joanne Stevens, with the hair down to her waist. I'm just too silly. I can bring you up. So, GT Jr., 1 minute, sissy. And do I see my sister with a lavender shirt on? Look who's here, y'all. Learning stuff.
She got her YouTube on, huh?
Yes, I hear somebody's echo. Joanne, sissy, you're echoing. Joanne Stevens. Can you turn just a minute, you guys? My sister with a lavender shirt on. Sissy, you're. I have you too. Hold on a second. So, Joanne Stevens, let me do this. I can do this maybe. Okay, wait a minute, because I turned her volume down. I'm learning how to do stuff, you guys. Oh, look at Auntie go at her old age. GT Jr., Hello, Angel. Angel is Mr. Hershey's riotous daughter. Oh, Mr. Hershey started. He heard me say Angel. He knows Angel and he knows Auntie Joanne. Sissy, I have your volume down a minute so it doesn't echo. Can you guys still hear me, GT Junior?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay. So I would like for you to tell us how and why you love your Auntie Ellen and what the channel means to you. Because
I
she's
get
not.
to actually learn how to better communicate without saying the That's the first thing. I like your tenacity when it comes down to your projects. I enjoy that you're very thoughtful. Like you sent me that gift and it was very thoughtful. That's just the oops, I did it again. That's just to name a few things. But I wanted to come up and just tell you happy birthday.
Well,
That
thank
was
you,
the main
sir.
reason why I came up real quick.
And would you like
Yes,
to tell us
ma'am.
about the WIG grow off that starts in on December 1st? Uh-oh, now I can't hear you. GT Junior, I can't hear you. We having a party. Everybody's saying it. Okay. So, go ahead, GT Junior. GT Junior, it's you. Oh, he has to go. Oh, now I can hear you, I think. I heard giggling.
I don't think that was him.
Oh, okay. All right. So, hold on just 1 minute, Gina. Mrs. Stevens, would you like to tell us
Well,
something?
baby, can you hear me, Sissy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Sissy, wait,
happy
1 second.
birthday.
Meet Gina. Gina,
Hi,
this is what
Gina.
Gina
How
from
are you,
Ohio looks like.
Gina?
That's what my little sister Joanne Stevens looks like.
Oh, well,
Talk,
Sissy,
Sissy.
I'm so glad you didn't throw me down the steps. Let's
Oh,
start
that
with
part.
that. But anyway, know that you are loved and that you were really, really missed yesterday.
Oh,
So we'll wait until May for the big celebration to see you and Mr. Hershey.
all right. Thank you. You guys, what she's referring to is that when my mother brought her home from the hospital, she was crying one day and her big sister didn't want to see her cry. So I've always been so much larger than her, and I took her, picked her up, and went to the top of the stairs and said, "Mommy, here's your baby. Your baby's crying." Standing me like 3 years old, standing at the top of the stairs with her child in my arms. My mother said, "Penny, Pen, back up, back away from the steps, like they do at the crap table now, and back up and go put her baby up." And I'm sure he tore that little tail up when she
You're
got in there.
funny.
We didn't spare no rods and no childs growing up. So that's what she's talking about. But I saved her life a couple of times. She also fell into the floodwaters in a hurricane once. And I ran next door in the building and got a neighbor to go who was taller than the water to snatch her out. So she owes me. So I go tear up her house and visit whenever I want to. So
That's
Sissy, thank
exactly
you.
it, baby.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Sissy?
True.
Oh, okay. So Miss Gina, welcome, welcome, welcome. And what would you like to say with your auntie? Your
Happy
auntie,
birthday, Auntie. You know I love you. You know I
I
do.
do, I do know
But I
that.
was like,
Yes. Thank you.
I think I heard your birthday was yesterday. Is that correct?
It was. It was. But since I had to share the day with King Charles of England, he trying to steal my thunder, but I wasn't having it. So we celebrating
King
up in
Charles
here
who?
today.
King
Yes.
Charles who?
King, oh, the royal crown of what? You we're over here. We're over her. So let me see.
Listen, I am excited. I was here celebrating your birthday last year, and I'm here celebrating this year.
Thank you, Gina. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all the little things that you do. And as a matter of fact, now that you're here, last year, you guys, for my birthday, Gina gifted me some of the most exquisite African fabrics in color, purple colorways. I have goosebumps. I just, I have affairs with my quilts. I sleep with them. I wrap them around me. I have to keep a lint roller between here to get the lint off me where I've been laying up with them. And I'm working on the quilt for my great granddaughter now, two of my great granddaughters, and it's the rag quilts, and there's just lint everywhere. But I'm getting ready
Oh,
to use your fabrics, the 5-inch charm squares, because I don't want to cut the rest of the bigger pieces up. And I'm getting ready to, I think Joanne dropped down and GT
nice. She
Jr.
did.
Oh, oh, maybe she had to do something, but she can come back up. Well, thank you, Sissy, in the chat. And I'll give everybody a chance to drop down before I do the giveaway because one doesn't want to cheat uh, one's people that holds them up do one. I don't know what GT Jr. is doing. Is he
I'm
walking to
gonna
get
be.
chickens?
I'm just gonna watch everyone try to win.
I'm sorry.
I'm seeing. Why am I seeing numbers and stuff in the chat? Am I behind on the chat?
Okay, let me go and see.
Let me
Oh,
pull it up on my phone.
the numbers we were going to, I'm at the bottom of the chat, so you're okay.
Oh yeah, at the bottom on here. If I go on my phone, I can see it. Hi,
Right,
Dante.
that's what's happening here. And Gina, I have been watching y'all at cutting up on yours because it's nap time by the time you go live on Friday and y'all be cutting up. No, still can't hear
Yeah.
you. GT Junior still can't hear you.
Mm-mm.
No puedo oír nada. I have an aide now who speaks Spanish, and she overheard me replaying one of my live streams because I tried to take notes and find out what. Oh, there she is. She's back, and find out what I missed or what word I said incorrectly. You're back, sissy. So. I just started saying something in Spanish and she just burst out laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's me. And who was it? Almost Homesteading with Janet asked me what ego amote means because she says I always say it, and it's Latin for those of you who are new, and it means I love you in Latin, and it's something Mommy used to tell us when we were little, right, Sissy? Yes. So Gina, what would you like to tell us?
I just wanted to come up and tell you happy birthday and that I love
Oh,
you.
thank you. I love you too, and thank you.
Log Dash App. Log on.
Yes, please. All right, thank you. And I want to paint one night live with you and Francesca and the whole that other whole group. But you have to let me know ahead of
Mm-hmm.
time because folk be napping in the evening. The people who still get up with
Yep.
the chickens, I still do, even though I ain't got no chickens. I still wake up with them and I take a nap and then I get up and go messing around again. Well, thank you for
Mm-hmm.
coming up. So, Sissy, did you want to say something, Joanne Stevens?
Yeah, baby. I had to go. I had to go take care of something with Angel. so she wouldn't disrupt the live. So,
Oh, your daughter. Okay,
yeah.
well, thank you and welcome.
All right, baby.
What would you like to tell everybody? Are you getting ready to tell them that you're getting ready to start your channel?
Hmm?
Are you getting ready to tell us that you're
No, I'm
about to start?
done. I'm going to
I'm
let
sorry.
somebody else talk.
I'm sorry. Oh, there's a lag. Are you going? And for those of you who don't know, Joanne Stevens has started quilting lately, quilting by hand with her featherweight machine and tearing stuff up. So she dropped herself down, and look who's here now to see us, Dolores. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The bell is for everybody. I'm just so surprised because you never like to show your face. I can't hear you. Uh-oh. Uh, in the chat, can anybody else hear her? I can't hear her. Francesca says she will have, she'd like to paint too. G Mama Dolores. Everybody's saying hello, Dolores. Dolores, can you hear me? I don't know if I did something. Can you hear me, Dolores? We can't hear you. Or is it me? Nobody can hear you. It's you. So she's working on it, you guys. So, this is a work in progress. Changing venues, changing methods. So, let me.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear. Perfect.
Okay, it was my microphone acting up. But I wanted to come and say, hey everybody. Auntie Ellen is the coolest person ever. I've been working with her. She's so smart and so helpful, and she's teaching me so many things. And I'm glad because now she's gotten Restream. She's doing it on her own. Listen, she out here conquering the world. I need to be Auntie Ellen when I grow up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, you guys. I
Listen, and for me, it was her getting to do this and work with her was a blessing because, listen, your girl was fighting down these streets to try to help somebody. I was like, somebody, please come and pick me up. And when she came and got me, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm appreciative. I'm learning more crafting, more just so many things. And I really appreciate her because without her in this community, a lot of us wouldn't have that. We don't have, a lot of people don't have family or older generation to tell them the things that we don't get to see nowadays.
And even when I'm wrong, Dolores will tell you, I don't have any filter. Stuff just comes out. It doesn't always come out the way I intended. I never mean any harm, but I always have you all's best interests at heart.
Yeah,
But
I have.
sometimes, like your elders, like my mother, just tell you, and she just says, just say it. And I think people appreciate the honesty. There's so many fakes out here. So many people that are lying and cheating, doing anything to get a click, get somebody to click on their channel and or to win a contest. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
Listen, Auntie Ellen comes up with her thumbnails, her different things. To sit down and just talk to her and to see her ideas come to life is great. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the road to 2000. So we can just like, share, get people to subscribe out here because everybody got to see the goodness of Auntie Ellen. We all got to see it.
Thank you. But guess what, Dolores? We're on our way to 3,000.
3,000 times.
I, I,
3,000 because you know what? I've been gone so long, it just leaves
oh,
my memory.
that's
3,000.
okay. You're always here. You're always with us. You're always a part
Yeah.
of our heart. And
Yeah,
we all appreciate your knowledge. and your generosity in sharing it. Like it takes me, I'm not, I'm, I used to be smart. Now I think I still have information in there, but it's like you put it in the drawer and you close it to keep it safe and you forget which drawer you put it in.
Yeah. Auntie Ellen is she's helping that because like sometimes we'll be online and we're working and trying to figure out to do some technology thing. And then when to see her get it and she's excited about it, it's the greatest thing ever. Because you have a lot of people, especially young people, who they'll try it and if they don't work, they'll never do it again. And to see her actually do it is great. And it makes me want to learn and do more stuff.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope to be an inspiration to you all. And if nothing else, I hope that I never do anything to take away your spirit. And if I do something or say something that you disagree with or offends you, just chat me up. My email is always there. It's like family members. You don't always see eye to eye. I've never disagreed with anybody. I can just walk away. I've been married 3 times. I know how to walk. See, when things ain't working, I just sayonara, dude, adios.
Yeah, I
Just,
tell people a lot of the times even if because I have meetings and classes, even if I'm in a meeting or a class, or even if I'm live on another channel or manage another channel, if you can't get in touch with Auntie Ella right then or something, the chat goes haywire, definitely email me because I will make sure I stop everything to fix it because I know how much you all are important to her, and that she goes out her way to make sure that you all can learn and get the things that you need to better yourself in life.
that's my only intention. And honestly, since I've been on since I've been on YouTube, I have a family. I have a big family. I have a family. The Thomas is my mother's maiden name. So the Thomases, I think oh my goodness. The flash drive with the family members is actually 166 pages printed out. And the Pankeys, one of my cousins I talked to yesterday, I'm trying to write an anthology of family history going back to the 1700s, and I have most of that with the Pankeys, although there was a gap because of slavery on the Pankey side in the South. But anyway, they said that there are 2,600 names verified by DNA on the Pankey family tree that I have that I'm putting together. So that's what I'm trying to do in the background. But guess what? All those people, I'm the only one in the family that I know that quilts. I'm the only one that loves, except now, Auntie Joanne. Auntie Joanne, y'all, I'm about to faint. Look what happened.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. A resilient dad, also known
How's it going, Auntie?
ARD. I'm great. So nice to see you, nephew. Hear
No,
you.
even better your way. Yeah. I see you
Thank you.
shining. I see you shining.
You see me doing what?
Shining. Beautiful as always. You're
Oh,
glowing on your
thank you.
anniversary and your birthday anniversary, you know?
Oh, my birth
Yeah.
anniversary. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I borrowed that term, by the way, from my granddaughter. So I guess that would be her intellectual property, as 10 would say,
Okay. Just make sure
because
she gets some 10% or something, okay?
oh, she's getting something. She's getting ready to get another quilt. And that butterfly fabric I had up earlier, this one is actually going to be a neck bone pillow for her for Christmas.
Nice.
So
Okay.
she gets, and I'm working on a personal size denim quilt for her. I hope you're working, Sharita, and didn't hear that, but she does. They'd be in the bushes and say, "Nana, I heard you." Like if I say something about they're speaking to you, ARD.
Hello,
Um,
hello.
Mike, Chaotic Gardening, Tigsy,
Big Mike.
Francesca,
Easy.
Joanne
Yee.
Stevens.
What's
Yeah,
up? What's
we
up,
love you and miss
sis?
you.
Yeah. Yes, yes. I see wellness. Everybody, man.
Oh,
Love,
thank you all.
love.
Thank you all. Well, we have, oh, Cece's Texas Garden dancing in here all
Big
late.
C.
Look,
Jessica.
asking me questions. Cece, yes, ma'am. I have it and I showed it to everybody, but I forgot what seeds I begged you for. Can you please
Maria. Hey,
tell me
G,
what
how
I
you
got?
doing, man? It's good
I'm
to
just
see
gonna
you.
put, I was gonna plant mystery seeds with your name on it.
Happy Thursday.
Yes.
Jane Doe. We back though. I get to
Rembo
see you.
Green Hands,
Yeah.
Jane Doe, Maria Graham. Everybody saying hi, ARD. We miss you.
No worries. I'm
When
always
are you
around.
going live again? Could I ask you a
uh
question, sir?
no, this is about you. It's not about me.
But no, well, the question I'm going to ask you is about me.
Okay, okay.
Is your dad using his denim quilt?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's
Especially in
a
the PA right now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
nice.
And that's actually one of the things that I wanted to share. You didn't ask me the question on, like you asked GT, but you know, yeah, I totally like ever since we met, even before my first live, and you genuinely supported. I knew like the knowledge that you were spilling, everything that you were really teaching people over and over again. That's like from where I'm from, right? And that's how I was able to become, who I am today because of the genuine people that just didn't give up on keeping the traditions alive, and that's just being authentic. And even when you sent me the Spurs, a few things, the books to my mentees, Jesus, like you really helped in a lot of ways. Not even just me. I'm really talking about the people that I support too. And you did it without asking, like, and it was just authentic. And I just got to thank you because you can tell when somebody really has it in their blood or if they're just out for a certain gain. And you've been authentic ever since I met you. And
Thank
I
you.
thank God that I can call you, my auntie for real, in real life. So I thank you for that. And of course, the quilt that you made for my dad, you know, yeah, like that speaks for itself. You gave a lot of public, a lot of people got to see it sometime, but he really experiences it. And that's something that the love that you put into it. I didn't know what the scent was that you had in it, but it was a scent in there that was like almost like a marsala or something. And it was
It wa-
calming. It,
it
it
was
was it was pleasant. Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be. It's called patchouli.
Oh, patchouli.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful. Yeah.
It's and I have an essential oil and I put it in there for that reason.
Hmm.
And most people like it, but I had one person that told me they didn't, so I kind of backed off of it. And now I ask if it's okay if I put
Right, right.
something in there.
Yeah, for my dad and my mom, because my mom is still fighting my dad for it sometimes. But they don't have any allergens or anything like that to the scent. Actually brought my dad back, to some of the old school ways, the real old school Southern ways. So literally what you did and how heavy quilted it was, like, oh my God, you can tell the quality. And he's still bragging about it. And I'm like, when I go see him in December, I already know he's gonna be, still talking about it. Especially now in the cold months.
Yes. And one second, a couple people have come
Yes,
in
ma'am.
that I don't think I spoke to. So, Growing with Hudson, thank you for coming and welcome. Cece's Texas Garden, I didn't say your whole name. And by the way, while we're talking, you guys, you can put exclamation mark GQUAT in the chat and share your links. And those of you who don't know each other's channels, we will be sharing we will be sharing information and knowledge and getting to know each other. And we do have another giveaway for those of you who just came in. Excuse me 1 minute, ARD, because
Yes,
anybody
ma'am.
can get into it. So this one is already won. Tixie won this one. This is a extra large mug rug. You could actually use it for a small casserole dish Or you know how you take the air fryer out and you have something you're looking for something to sit it on that's hot, you can even use that. And the back of it has black if you don't afraid that it'll burn it or do something.
Nice.
There is black. But now what we will be giving away next is this table runner. It's scrappy, it's strip piece. I was showing a new technique. It's actually double sided as well. They both of them have my label on it. And we will in a few minutes give that away. So I will also give you a chance to step down ARD when and
Yes,
before I
yes.
do the giveaway.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
And
Auntie, I
you can
didn't want to take up
enter
too much time.
as
I know
well.
we've been we've been talking and playing a little phone tag because of my schedule, but
Yes,
nonetheless, I'm looking forward to catching up before, the year ends and we really can like just lock in and just really just catch up like we normally do. I can't thank you enough for the support that you offered me this year, and actually to even say the support this year, I got to actually talk about back in October, right when we first
yes,
started talking and everything in 2024. Excuse me, 2023, and I was like, giving you some ideas on what I wanted to do. You were all the way with it, and you just wanted to make sure I was professional, prim, and proper, and I let hey man, I know you don't know me, but hey, we move a certain way, and how you invited me into your family and it became mine. Hopefully, I did you guys justice, and I continue to do it. And I love the way you guys just keep pushing the envelope forward, regardless of any technical difficulties and anything like that, right? So you got a great community behind you and in front of
I
you,
do.
and I look forward to continue to be right there with you. And we
And
got big roosters, so the Bay Area is coming
yes,
in
I
heavy right now.
appreciate each and
Yee.
every one of you, including those of you who in the bushes, because sometimes when I get off, I look and I'm like, where did all those people come from? I didn't see all that. Big Rooster, what up, dude?
Hey, Auntie Ellen,
Big
look, I'm a
rooster,
little.
the bigger figure. How
What's up
you
with you,
doing?
ARD?
Yee.
Yeah, hey, Auntie Ellen, I'm a little jelly. I'm a little jelly right now.
For real.
Why?
Because your birthday going off the chain. I got two people to wish me a happy birthday, and your
Hold
Oh,
birthday
on.
off the chain. I
Don't
want
blame her,
birthday. I
blame
want my birthday
God.
to be the same day as yours so we can celebrate together. How about
Don't
that?
blame her, blame
you can
God
do
now.
it.
Blame God.
You can do it.
I'm just melling. I'm just melling. Hey, I just wanted to come up and say happy birthday, and may the good Lord bless you with many, many more. And
And I'm gonna drop
it's
real quick. So y'all, hey, I'm
All
gonna drop
right.
real quick. All right, God
Thank you
bless
for
you.
coming. Thank you,
Always, Auntie.
ARD.
Love you.
it's always a pleasure, uh,
Thank you. Like they
hanging out and
say, when
watch.
one door closes, another one opens.
Yeah,
There's
look
my
at somebody
nieta
trying to
over
follow
there,
me up here. Look at somebody trying to follow me up here.
my
ATL.
granddaughter. The first time I met her, she said, "Can I call you Nanny?" And I'm like, "Yes." So we've been close ever since.
Yeah, that's
Ever
because I
since.
told her she better call you nanny. I was like, you better
Oh,
call her nanny.
oh, better.
What's up, umpires? I just that's all I wanted to say, Auntie Ellen. And look, I hope the good Lord bless you with whatever you wanted today. And I know family and friends is part of that. So you've been blessed one time, and you've been blessed to have another birthday. So you've been blessed two times, and you've been blessed to have Dolores backing you. So you've been blessed. I don't know how
Yes.
many times over.
I'm blessed for each and every one of you. But before
Amen.
you drop down, Big Rooster, I want to tell you to your face, my mother looks at her quilt and she's trying to figure out which blocks came from your pants. And I hope she gets to see you because she likes big guys. Oh,
Hey,
Daddy, I
look,
didn't say that.
what you coming
Daddy's
up?
up in heaven. And my
What you
dad
laughing
don't
at,
play that.
umpire?
My dad was 6'4" and would fight an orangutan about his wife and his daughters. But she said, is this Big Rooster? So we got to go through that Sunday.
Well, look, look. I appreciate that a part of me is somewhere in this world. You know what I'm saying? And, I appreciate you, Auntie Ellen. That's what I want to say. And happy
Thank
Cake Day again. And let's come back and do it again next year.
All right. Thank you.
All
Appreciate
right,
Wait,
you.
all right,
don't
daughter.
leave, Big Roosters,
Wait.
because
Stop it.
Oh,
we
I'm
got.
see.
someone has something to say to you.
tell my grandmother, which is Auntie Ellen's mom, that
Oh.
it's all of them. Every piece on that quilt, she is laying underneath Big
You know what,
Rooster.
Unbiased?
Okay.
You know what, Unbiased? That was all that was uncalled for. Now, all that was.
She got all of you. Okay. But anyway, it's not about you. It's about Auntie Ellen.
All right,
Happy
now, all right.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my nanny. Yeah, girl. Happy birthday to you. I love
Thank
you.
you.
And I
Thank
just wanted to
you.
come up and say happy birthday to you. And I'm so sorry that I missed your birthday yesterday, but
I
today is a
didn't
beautiful
go
day.
anywhere.
So it's okay. But today is
I
a
was
beautiful
all
day to
tied
celebrate.
up. Oh, you mean on the phone, on the personal. I know you
Yes, yes,
I know you
yes.
there, and I know you've been up to stuff because you've been too quiet lately. But
Yeah.
I will give you a ring-a-lingy, after one of my naps. That's what I usually call you because it's late your time, but I've had a nap. Oh, by the way, you guys, Miss Shirley OG goes live tonight at 7 o'clock, I believe. Odom goes live tonight. They're not in the chat, but I do try to support the channels that I know go live. So thank you. And I want you to be able to drop down
Okay.
because I'm about to do this last giveaway.
Okay. And whoever in the chat that's laughing at my singing, I got y'all names down. Okay. Love you, Nanny.
I love your singing. Thank you. Love you. Egawamote. All of y'all. Okay, you guys. So now we are going to do another giveaway. Okay, now I can see the chat over here. I'm scared to touch that part though, but I can see some of it. Just 1 second, you guys. Okay, I had to talk to Mr. Hershey over there. He hears something. He is very well trained. He's actually blind now, totally blind, but he hears very well, and he's just alerting to let me know that something is out there. So, Francesca's saying virtual hug to Hudson. Now, let me look at the chat because I would like oh, and Rambo Greenhands, I saw you planting your garlic out there. And we're getting ready to go live. And we're getting ready to do the giveaway live. And the rules are you have to be over 18, you have to live in the continental United States, you can only win once. So and there was one more I can't remember off the top of my head. So excited trying to do everything with you guys. But if you happen to win and you're out of the states, I can cash app you or Zelle you a $10 consolation prize. Okay, so but the point was to try to I don't know if Miss Shirley's in here, but I was just shouting out her channel, and so you guys can go see if she knows her big sister is usually taking a nap by then. So you guys, somebody put start in the chat, and we're going to pick a number between 700 and 800. Okay, start. Put your numbers in. Put your numbers in. Numbers between 700 and 800. Okay, so Maria Graham and Unbiased put start. The numbers are between 700 and 800. Okay, they rolling now. See, I wish I had Dolores in the back and I could just tell her what the numbers are. But I'll get the mods to confirm it between 700 and 800. Nope, don't see it yet. Keep going. Keep going. Nope, not yet. Keep going. Keep going. And going 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 and going. This is for the table runner. Mr. Hershey, if you don't get off my knee, and going and going. Oh, he thinks we're saying going like we're going outside, but we're not. And going and going. I can't believe it. And going. Oh, this was a good number. And going and going and going and going. One of you is real. Uh oh. Uh oh. Stop. 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 And I'll show it to you who I think it is. And the mods can verify it. Okay. So the winners will email me. The email is on the screen and tell me the address to send it to. So stop. So stop. Okay, so the number is 793. Mother, because I put your age in there. Mommy's 93. She's going to say, what? You didn't have to say that. I know, Mom. Maritza's Yarn and Craft. Thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if the mods will verify that Francesca is the winner, and I know that Francesca likes to bake and she cans, and this will be a nice little table runner. It's reversible. You can put your canning on it. You can put it on your table for your family. Hola, pink hand waving. ¿Cómo estás, Maritza? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Mil gracias. Sí, también yo hablo poquito español. Yes. So, you guys, this was fun. Does everybody agree that Francesca won? She says, "Oh no way, she won." Is there anybody that disagrees that Francesca won? Maria Graham said, yes, she won. Congratulations, Francesca. So, you guys, this has been a ball. Happy birth-aversary. I usually celebrate it for a month, but there's so many things going on. I want to, everybody saying hello. Did you see my comment on your new video, Cece? Oh, he's talking to Cece. So thank you, and please email me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And so, is there anything that I missed? Anything urgent that you guys want to say? I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm proud to say that I personally know that since I've had this channel, at least 4 or 5 people who never quilted before have started quilting, including Francesca's in tears. No, no, don't cry, don't cry. And Francesca will send me your address. I do have your email, but thank you for sending me your address. And I will be happy to bless you with this table runner. this table running. I hope it makes you and your family happy. I don't think it will get there in time for Thanksgiving, but it will definitely be there in time for Christmas. Hudson says she appreciates you too. It's just nice to have something that somebody made with their own hands. And it does have a little label on the back. It will probably wear off. I bring it every day saying, Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. And thanks everybody, all of you in the bushes, those of you here for the replay. Please leave a little, at least say HBTY, happy birthday to you, something so I'll know you were here. And I promise I will answer. So now it's time to say goodbye to all our lovely friends. I in American Sign Language, and L is for the love. You in American Sign Language. This is how you say I love you in American Sign Language. That's what that little funny sign is. Egawamote. I love you guys. So let me say, since my battery is low, the Mac will soon sleep unless plugged in. He needs to plug something. You will be showing it on your live. Thank you. Thank you. And I will email you a photo of it. Okay. Tigsy, you too. I'll make a photo of your placemat. I just have to do one little thing to it. And thank you, everybody. So, good night, y'all.